Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya, and today I want to talk about what to do if your friends and family are concerned about you on the twin flame journey. Maybe you're experiencing separation right now and your friends and family are like, what are you doing? What are you up to? What's this twin flame stuff? Where are they? You guys are experiencing separation. Like, why are you caring about this when you could just go on a date with someone else or go be with someone else or go down a different path or journey for you. And, maybe they feel uncomfortable with twin flames. Maybe they feel triggered because they've got their upsets with their love life and maybe they project some of that onto you. Maybe they are, my dog, my dog is laying on the floor, like in front of me, and he's having a nightmare. Harvey, hey, wake up. Hars. Good boy. I just want to wake you up. You were having a nightmare, Papa. Anyway, I think it's kind of symbolic because he's over here and he's having a nightmare and he's kind of fussy. And that's really, honestly, Harvey is giving us a nice illustration right now. And now he knows I'm talking about him. He might come up here to see us. But, why do people project stuff onto us? It's because they're living their own nightmare when it comes to certain areas of their life, honestly. When people are projecting their fears onto you, it's because they've gone through some things and they're upset and they're hurt and they're like projecting that essentially onto you. And like with Harvey having that nightmare or that dream where he was running and barking, I wasn't in that experience with him. That was his experience. The truth is, we all have our own experience of life. And your family and friends are having their experience of their life based on their choices. And it has nothing really to do with your life or your choices. And so this just means that it's important for you to be aware of the fact that your experience and your choices are not invalid just because they're yours and not theirs. Just because you don't really share that with them. Just because they maybe don't agree with you on that. Harvey, hey, get situated, Papa. Get situated. We're done, honeys. Lay down. Lay down, get situated. He gave his gift, his illustration. Their experience isn't the same as yours. And, just because, like, for instance, if a friend of mine has gone to Japan and I've never been to Japan, I'm not going to be able to relate to Japan. I'm not going to be able to understand how Japan is, what the culture is like, what the food is like there, what it's like, what traffic is like there. I'm not going to know because I've never been there. And so I can't really speak on my friend's experience who's had that, who's been there. I don't know what that's like. Someone telling you that you have something to be afraid of on the twin flame journey when they are not on their twin flame journey and they don't yet know what it is that you're doing for themselves. It's projection, and it's understandable a lot of times that people will feel afraid of something that's new, something that's different. And that's, okay. Like, to me, this is just like a really big opportunity to have compassion and boundaries if you need to. I mean, if someone is being like really pushy and controlling towards you and they want you to do things their way, like your life their way, that's a good opportunity for a boundary, because that's not really a healthy relationship. In healthy relationships, everybody's empowered to honor themselves and to be happy and to, pursue what they enjoy. And so, sometimes there may need to be boundaries there in those kind of cases, but really everybody's just living in their own universe and having their own experience. And you have come to know about twin flames, whether you've met your twin flame or you're just learning about your twin flame, but you're interested in twin flames. That means that you've heard the call in your heart and that this is something that's arising in your experience that you want. And it's okay if your friends and family don't understand that. They may not be thinking twice about twin flames. They may not be interested in that. They may want to be with a soulmate, or maybe they don't want to be with anybody. That's okay. That's their choice. And so what to do in this case, if they're concerned about you, if it's a loving and healthy relationship, then it's always going to be safe to sit down and share your experience and to respectfully disagree and to just let them know, like, you value this, like you want to be with your ultimate lover, you do believe that this is true. Or maybe you can share that this has been your experience, that you have discovered twin flames are one, and that this person is literally me, and they change with me, they choose with me, we share the same values. And you can let them know, like, hey, I can't deny my experience, this is real, and this is what I want, and I'm not willing to settle. Honestly, I would rather be alone than not be with my twin flame. And that was a big thing for my friends and family to like really like let sink in, was that I would actually rather be alone than be with someone who's not my twin flame. Obviously I've dated before, but like I met my twin flame, and once I discovered what this was, and just the depth and the richness of this relationship, I can't pretend I don't know that. I can't try to sell myself on something less than that now. So yeah, I would rather be alone. And again, friends and family, they didn't really understand that at all for me. And that's okay. I don't need them to understand. And it could be that there's a part of you that wants to be understood. And it may just be that you want to feel validated, or to feel like you're not crazy, that there's nothing wrong with you, and that you can share this journey with them maybe. But those are areas where maybe you're seeking outside of yourself a little bit, and you want them to give you that validation. You want them to give you that reassurance or that support or that understanding. And they're not the source of that for you. You have to be willing to stand on your own 2 feet with God and yourself and your life, and what feels good for you, and to honor yourself. Your life isn't about them. Like Harvey's beautiful illustration, that's their dream. You're having your experience that's different than theirs, and that's how it's supposed to be. It's never an issue. The only issue is if they don't respect that you have your own life, and that you're your own person, and that this is what you want in your life, and it might be different than theirs. And in that case, it's just an opportunity for a boundary. But you always deserve to be treated with kindness, and to have healthy relationships where you guys can disagree, and it's okay. At the end of the day, people who love you, they want you to be happy. I've never had anybody who truly loves me have an issue with me choosing what I enjoy. People who love me, they're like, yes, like more of that, like be true to yourself, like, because they love you. They want you to do well because they love you. They don't want to just project their stuff onto you. They want you, like they see you as an individual, and they want you to be happy and to live your life with God. And so, it's okay if these things come up. It's not uncommon. Twin flames are different than a soulmate relationship. It's different than the norm of what most people have experienced with relationships. And so there's a lot of like questions that people have about it. And there's a lot of this like, feeling like it's unfamiliar. So maybe they feel like a bit skeptical and on edge about it just because it's different and it's new to them. And that's okay. Like, again, big reason to have compassion. I mean, I take the time, like, people close to me, like I'll take the time and sit down and answer any of their questions about twin flames. I will share what my experience has been. If I feel like I want to, I don't have to do any of that. You only do what feels good for you. But I'll take the time and explain it, and if they're like, wow, like I see that you really believe this, but I don't, and it's okay. I've come to that conclusion with friends and family. So it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, you just respect each other, and this is your life, like this is your life. It's safe for it to be yours and to do what feels good for you. You're a bit of a trailblazer if you're on this twin flame journey. You are doing things a little bit different than the norm. It doesn't mean that it's not valid. It just means that it's different. It's basically on the cutting edge of things. Twin flames have always been around. I'm not saying that that's new, but it's not the norm. Okay. So it's kind of becoming more like well known because people are meeting their twin flame so much nowadays. So people are starting to look for answers more than they ever have before. But it wasn't always like that. And so it's safe to have your journey. You don't need their approval, their validation. But, in loving relationships, it's safe to agree to disagree. I've had friends and family who we seem to agree to disagree on this. And then like a couple years later, they're like, I think I've met my twin flame. I get it now. That happens too. That's actually happened a few times for me. So you just never know. Maybe you're planting some seeds and they're going to go on their journey, and they'll find out for themselves if they want to. But it's okay. It's okay if you're the only one that you know, like out of your close friends and family that understands. That's okay. I find that, you know, one of the great benefits of being a part of this community and like receiving Ascension coaching is that you're constantly reminded that you're not alone. There's people all over the world that are meeting their twin flames. You're not, you know, some weird person having some weird unheard of experience. Twin flames are like so normal. Like for me, you know, as an Ascension coach, I work with twin flames all the time, every day. And so it's like this is normal for me. It's all about your crowd, you know what I mean? Like it might be nice to kind of hang out with more people who do understand what's going on. Of course, we have the Twin Flames Universe open forum on Facebook. That's kind of like the big, you know, for it, anybody can join. And so it's like there's a lot of different kinds of people in there that are on different places in their journey and different experiences with it. But it's a good place to like always remember that you're not alone and be able to share your journey if you feel guided to, and ask questions and things like that. And of course, I'm available for coaching if you want to talk to me about it, and I can let you know that you're not crazy, because you're not. And even if there's something that you maybe misunderstand about twin flames, or there's something that's like a misbelief, or not a misbelief, but like a misaligned belief about twin flames, you're not crazy. And we can look at it and see what's really going on there and resolve it so that you can move forward. So you're not alone. If this video was helpful to you, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want twin flame support of any kind, including coaching from me, all of that stuff is down beneath this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.